Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me take this. Hey, everybody. How you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What a wonderful day. Today is definitely the day that the Lord has made. So let us rejoice and be glad in it. Start the clock. Hi, everyone. As you know, I am Tia Rogers, and I'm coming to you today from Tia Rogers, TR Tammy's podcast, right? And we've been talking about awareness and things, getting our lives together. We're building sustainable families, becoming better, growing, learning, and healing, and establishing better lives, right? And the last recording talked about 100% responsibility. So I'm without any further ado and not wasting any time to get this done, excuse me. We are going to get down to the meat and potatoes of it all. So uh, we got developing a deeper understanding of 100% responsibility as you begin taking the steps to revitalize and strengthen your confidence as you become more self-assured and developing as you create the life you want to live. And we're looking at as we're creating the life that we want to live, we're looking at these specific areas in our lives, and how they affect us and what we can do about it. So we're looking at our income, um, our health and safety, our environment, the agricultural area, the opportunities in our lives, and the resources as we are building sustainable families, to get our lives back on track, becoming a better person. And we went over Procter Gamble's. I said Procter Gamble's. Lord Jesus. Okay, slow down. I went over the 7 levels of awareness, which was how Bob Proctor had uh, described it. So he breaks that down into the animal, which is fight or flight, and is how you react or respond to your life, or incidences or circumstances or situations in your life, as well as level 2 is the mass, which means that you're either following a crowd, um, or conforming to the crowd. You're not standing out. You're not finding your own identity, finding out who you are, stand out, and being yourself. That's not what happens at level 2. You're just pretty much going along with the quota of life. And then number 3 is aspirations, which is leads to your desires without action. And number 4 is individuals, express uniqueness. Um, Number 5 is discipline. Give yourself a common, give yourself a command and keep it. Number 6 is experience. That's your real life learning. Real life learning takes place in experience. And number 7 is uh, respond is mastery. Your The way you respond and or react to a situation. So as we are developing and creating the life we want to live, and as we begin this journey with Tammy's speaking our truthfulness, taking action in our lives, taking movement and becoming motivated with a sense of integrity, sincerity, and evolution in the process. We're going to be looking at getting healthy, and getting healthy as far as our healthy living habits, foods that we eat, the minerals and vitamins that we're taking in to nourish our bodies and keep our bodies functioning the way that we need them to function. Then we're going to look at our physical fitness. And our physical fitness, um, how much movement are we doing? Are we getting to the gym? Are we working out? Are we taking a walk around the park? How active are you throughout the day? And many of us go to work. So do you get a chance to walk around the building or walk around in the area? Because that helps a lot with your mental stability. We're looking at our emotional health. We're looking at our spiritual health when we go to look at our health and living habits. Then we're going to break it down and go into creating the life we want to live by looking at where we are financially. And if we have debt, we want to look at what we have as far as assets and liabilities. So if we have more liabilities than we have assets, and it's not contributing income to sustain our lives, and more is going out than what's coming in, we need to look at that. So we're going to begin with the end in mind, and we're going to focus on your retirement plan and on living and on your retirement plan. And we're planning to live these wonderful, beautiful lives to the ripe old age of 95 years. So we have to strategically plan so to make sure that we'll be able to provide for ourselves and take care of ourselves long term. So as we're beginning with the end in mind, we need to decide how we will diversify our financial portfolios. And how do you plan to pay yourself in your retirement? Know your expenses. You got to know what your expenses are and calculate your reliable income that you have. Pay your fixed living expenses from guaranteed income. So we're going to look at what is guaranteed income and how many guaranteed income sources do we have. And prioritize paying off all debt before you retire. So since we're working backwards, hopefully, if it depends on where you are in your life right now, actually, as far as what it is, where you're going to be in your plan. And if you are younger, say you're starting out, you're fresh out of high school, you're going into college and you're starting your new life, this is the great time to get in and start planning for your retirement, because you want to be very cautious as to what you do and how you're spending while you're in college. And I know some of the struggles a college student has. We're always broke in school. But for the most part, you can make it happen. Be very cautious and be mindful of how you're using your credit cards. But this is a good time to start planning if you're early. Now, say you're midway. You might graduated high school, graduated college. You might already have a job and or a career that you're already working in. How well diverse is your financial portfolio, and how prepared are you for your retirement should you live to be 95? This is a good time to start taking an assessment and looking at that. And I think if you've been following me for some time, we've been walking you through the assessment. And for those of you that are participating in the Tammise membership application course, you already know that we're starting and we're looking at becoming a better person. We're looking at growing, learning, and healing. We're looking at the art of investing, and we're breaking that down. As you work through the modules and do the work that is inside the modules, each part will unlock something else. And slowly but surely, as you get through the modules, you're going to get to me so that we can begin setting your plans in motion. If you haven't already started setting them in motion from the time when you started the course. So we're going to explore the plan of your new life and your life adventure. I want you to imagine and visualize where you want to be and start acting as if you are already there already. I want you to create a vision board. You can journal. You can start putting your plan into gear, and get busy. What can you accomplish in the next 3 weeks? Now, this is where it gets tricky, because this is where I don't know who I'm talking to and how it applies to your life. So this is where it gets pretty sticky for me, which is why we have the application program, so we can kind of get to know each other a little bit, and I can see what your goals and plans are for your life and how I can be of help to you. And if I can't be of help to you, then I have to let you know that as well. There's a 30-day guaranteed refund should the course not meet your standard. So with that being said, we'll be working together a little bit more closely as you might get through the course. Let me see. So far, we've got 6 lessons in the course, and each lesson has about 5 modules in each. So you're going to spend some little time there, get some information that could possibly help you as you are imagining, envisioning your life, mapping out your plan. And like I said, this is where it gets sticky, because I don't know if I'm talking to someone that just wants to become better in their life. And I need you got to map out exactly where you want to become better in your life. But hopefully there's information in there that can help you, motivate you to get you on your way on the road to success, so that you can plan for retirement and have the best retirement life that you can live. Or if you're already in business and you establish yourself in business, this can be helpful to you in a sense if you find yourself getting stuck, losing motivation, not quite sure what to do next with your life, what to do next as far as when it comes to how you should move in developing your business, your brand, your social media platforms. How do you market your business, and getting leads and traffic to your social media site to increase your following, as well as your content. One thing for sure, I'll let you know, Brandon, you are your brand. So you want to take time and think about who you are, what do you want to show the world, and how you want that to be represented. What is your message to the world? What is how do you want to be remembered, as you are building your legacy right now? What can you accomplish in the next 3 weeks? Today is July 29th, 2022. So the next 3 weeks, the ending of the 3 weeks would be August 19th, 2022. A lot can be done and accomplished in that time. Whether you're working in an administrative part of your building, whether you're working on your marketing, your content and posting 3 times daily, whether it's going to be automated, scheduled, or are you going to create your content daily? We're going to get a little bit more in depth into that. Your page entries. Are you writing in a journal? Are you keeping notes? Are you, keeping track of documenting your process, your growth process through life, different things that we experience that you can share with others that can help someone else. Like I always say, I hope that my mess becomes a message to someone else. We can each one teach one. We can all help somebody. Within those 3 weeks, you're going to look at your personal growth and development. How much did you put into your personal growth and development over those 3 weeks? And what action steps did you take during those 3 weeks? Look at where you are today, and then you're going to do an assessment. It's only a 3-week assessment, so don't look for a big drastic change. It could be a big drastic change depending upon how you perform and how much effort you put into it. But we want you to look at the action steps, and you should be able to have some type of traction going on there to see where you started and where you are. It should be either your number should be like 1 or 2 or 3, probably no higher than that. But if you go higher than that, good job. Keep up the good work. You're doing great. How many lives did you do? How many videos did you do? How much engagement have you done within those 3 weeks? And did you either host an event or attend an event in those 3 weeks? In the process of becoming better, I want you to remember that your attitude, goals, and your measurement and consistency will make all the difference. Now, as we have been working on, building ourselves, becoming better people, we're looking at our mind and our thought patterns, our life frequency, our energy levels. Is it high? Is it low? Is it kind of mediocre? But only you will know that, because you're going to feel that. And it's going to come across in all that you do. because it will project. Sorry, guys. I always got to check this. This phone has been acting up lately. Sorry. So I need to keep, okay. So we're good with time. All right. We're talking about priming our brains, changing the brain gears, changing. We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. So our subconscious mind usually holds all the emotions and feelings. So we want to make sure that we're checking that and keeping that on track and pushing it into a positive, into the positive realm. We don't want to hang out in the negativity. We don't want to hang on to the limiting beliefs, but they come because life on life terms, there's nothing that you can really do about it. You just have to go with the flow. But there's exercises that you can do to help prime your brain. One is whatever it is your goal is for that week, you may want to write an affirmation in reference to that goal. And then you might want to repeat that affirmation to yourself daily. Or you could exercise and meditate. You want to listen to some meditation music, either some brainwave frequency type of tape, and sit down, write your goals, move around, work out to it. It stimulates the brain. It creates creativity in your mind. It stimulates ideas because all of this is about an idea. If you can have an idea in your head and you are committed to that idea, to bringing it to manifesting it into your life, you can make that happen. Don't let anyone get in the way. And with the subconscious mind, you may have to prime that a little bit because the subconscious mind kind of holds on to our negativity and does not really accept the positivity right away. So that's why we have these daily practices, and it's up to you because each person has their own method and way of getting through life challenges. I'm just offering some suggestions, and I'm open to hear some of your suggestions because each one teach one, and we can learn from each other. This is not the follow the leader type course. This is a more let's work together. Teamwork makes the dream work, and we need to pull it all together and do what we need to do to ensure that as a group of individuals, we're moving in the right direction, not only for the proper goal of becoming better, but overall, keeping in mind that overall we all want to become better, but taking responsibility for our own lives to ensure that we do become better. There's no excuses here. You either do or you don't. And nobody's going to be upset with you, whether you do or don't. The only thing that beats a failure is a try. But it's all up to you. And taking 100% responsibility really means that, you either take advantage of the opportunities or not. And when I first started this, I was writing, and I started to go into the whole. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. As an adult, I spoke as an adult type thing. But there is a difference. But some of us can bring some of that childlike behavior into our adult life that can kind of stagnate us, hold us back, and really feed into those fears of the limiting beliefs, thinking that you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes. Well, let me be the first to tell you that you have exactly what it takes to become the person that you want to be. You're awesome. Today is the day to start whatever it is, the rest of your life. And how do you do that? You start at the beginning, whatever the beginning is for you. And you start from where you feel as though that you need to build from. As we go along and with this course, there's going to be some emails that's going to be sent to you for a private webinar, for us to come together, meet one another, and share our ideas, share our dreams, and see where we're all willing to go. Also, there's going to be some emails that's going to come out to you that is going to include specific meetings that I will want you to attend, depending upon what your choice is. If you have not chosen your place of where you think that you're going to grow, then I will invite you anyway, and maybe you can come and listen and see if it's for you. If it's not for you, then so be it. But there's all different kind of roots. This is not just for someone who is building a business. This is for someone that is trying to figure out how they can make their lives better and start becoming better at it, and taking control of your mind, because we want to improve our income. We want to improve our health and safety. We would like to improve our environment as much as possible. And agriculture comes down to like our food and the farmland around us. What is around us that we can like tangibly do, or are we doing it ourselves? Are we becoming in control of our own agricultural health and awareness, since, you know, there's so many things going on. This way you don't have to worry about when they have all the things saying food shortage. There's no such thing as a food shortage if you're growing your own food. And are you taking advantage of the opportunities that are out there for you? Granted, every opportunity isn't always a great fit, but you have to find what is your passion. What is it that you want to do, that you want to help someone else? Is it something that you're totally just going to make up from scratch? Or is it something that you can kind of partner up with some company or other entity that can help you achieve the goal that you want to achieve? And how many resources it's going to take to do it? I've been doing this for a while now, and I shared my story. I told you all how I got here. And the bottom line comes down that I had to take 100% responsibility to the outcome of the results of my life. I could have sat back and I could have blamed a lot of things, or looked at it in a negative sense, or allowed the negative things impact my life. However, the negative things did impact my life, but they impact my life in a positive manner because I was able to focus my mind and direct that energy into something that not only would grow and develop me, but allowed me an opportunity to grow and develop in areas that will, once as I'm building it, that allows me other guaranteed avenues of income. But I must be forthcoming and let you know that there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees in life, because I don't know what you're going to do. Everybody's not me. So I don't know how serious it will be for you. I don't know how much time you're willing to commit to it. So that's why I developed a course to help kind of walk you through some of the phases and share my stories with you as to some of the things that I've gone through. Because one thing I know for sure is that no one is alone. Anything that I've experienced, someone else has experienced it. Maybe not the same way, but they've had some sort of similar situation that kind of can touch their life in that fashion. So as we are taking 100% responsibility, we're priming our brains, we are working with our subconscious mind and omitting the limiting beliefs to develop positive beliefs that are not only empowering us, providing us confidence, but also providing us the energy and motivation to go and take movement in our lives and start creating and developing our lives in a whole nother fashion than which we were living. And there's different various areas that we're going to get into that we're not privy to do that right now because we only get 45 minutes together here on this podcast. And it's been my pleasure to come to you. But I think it's time for us to get a little bit, to get to know each other a little better. You guys can get to know me a little more. But now when it gets down to the meat and potatoes, that's the nitty gritty. That's the real stuff. And it's going to take some time. You're going to spend a year with me as we're planning, creating, learning how to market our business or ourselves. What things do we need to do to keep going? And I say in the book, Finding Your Way, which you will receive as a free gift inside of the membership course. You will see that in that and finding your way. I tell you that nothing is guaranteed, but if you take strategic steps, action steps every day in your life, within the first 6 months, you should see and feel a difference in your life if you are taking the steps to move yourself forward. Now, there's a lot of parts of business that um, are known to us and some things we don't know. So we want to make sure that as we go through this process that we're covering as much as possible. I'm going to share with you all the steps that I've taken thus far to get where I am, and as well as share and hopefully well, now it's recording. So my lips were moving and you guys could not hear me. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see how this turns out, because I'm getting some stopping and going. Technology, it's, you can't control it, but we do our best to work with it. So I hope to see you for the course. Please go to Tammy's.shop and fill out the application so I can begin to see, so we can get some calls in and start talking and see if you're a good fit for the course year and get things started. Like I said, I don't know everything. I'm learning, and I've learned a lot over the years. I'm still studying and still um, investing in myself in the growth and development as well. So as soon as I get the information, I'll do my best to try to break it down and bring it to you to help you understand it. Enjoy building your new life. You do not have to put the pressure on it. Remember, this is the life that you're building for you at your own pace, on your on on your own time. You're making your own schedule. You're going to start filling up your calendar with things for you to get things into place that you may need, whether it's growth and development, whether it's growth and development, building your business, your marketing, um, your marketing. Sorry, guys, I'm all over the place, right? All the time. All the time. Yeah. Going to be looking at what administrative things that you need to do, put in place to get those things all together, to make sure that, all the management stuff is all together. Your marketing, your content, postings. If you're a writer, are you going to be writing? Even if you're not a writer, I think it's good to just take some time and jot down some of the steps that you've taken, especially if they were successful steps for you. And if they weren't successful steps for you, write down how they weren't successful and how you turned that around. That could be helpful to someone else along the road. These are all the things, these are our building blocks, because we have to build our business. And if you've never been in business before, you've never done this before, you're really at the beginning. And don't be afraid, don't be ashamed. We're all here to help you, guide you through. So I'm looking forward to being a part of your process of becoming better. Check us out at Tammy's, because we got some new cool things going on, guys. And we got the podcast now. We have the YouTube channel. So please make sure you go check us out on the YouTube. Go subscribe, like, and share. Comment if you like. All of that helps. And give us a review. What do you think about the content so far? Good, bad, or indifferent. Let us know. It's going to help us to flourish. It gives us something to measure and look at as we are growing and now expanding, trying to leverage our business and move forward in business. But it takes all of us. And if you guys didn't mind giving some feedback, giving a little review as to, is the information helpful to you? Or share some of your thoughts of growing, learning, and healing. Share some of your experience of becoming better. And like I always said, you're free to send me an email if you have any questions as to what it is that I do, or how I go about doing it. And like I always say from the beginning, I am just a woman that found herself in a situation where she figure out how to take care of herself and her family. Stumble across the network marketing industry, which has proven thus far to be very beneficial to my life. And now that I have gotten a little bit of, like the old folks say, got a little bit of fat on the brain, I like to share it and help others coming along the way, so that you know that it is possible, it can be done, and you don't have to be afraid. But I want to thank you very much for joining us on Tammise Podcast. Do your assessment, see where you are, see what you need to do, so we can kind of get this plan going. The better, more prepared you are for our first initial meeting, the better it will be, because you'll get more out of it. The meetings are 30 minutes long, guys, and we have to stick to the 30-minute time frame. So I want you to be as much prepared as possible. And then we're going to be having an official overall welcoming to all applicants for the class of 2023 coming up. So I'm very, very excited. Some of you I've spoken with, some of you I haven't. And most of you guys that I have spoken with have already started your journey. You've already kind of like started on your path. And just know that I am here watching you. I am here rooting for you. And I'm here should you need some guidance or some advice, or if I can help in any way. Just reach out to me, let me know, and we'll work that out, because I always love to share other people's stuff, and give you a little play on my social media sites. Because hey, more eyes on it, the more eyes on you, the better, right? And we all don't know all the same people, even though we're all connected by one person, right, in this world. So we want to take pride in building our lives, the lives that we want. We're moving towards personal freedom, time freedom, and financial freedom. But we have to break that down and understand and put it into perspective, so that as we're moving forward, we're not selling ourselves a dream. We are living in our reality, as well as imagining the life that we want while we're working towards that life that we imagine to live. How soon will it happen? Depends on you. Don't know. I don't know. That would be that X factor, right? Because we don't know. We don't know how long it will take. We don't know exactly when your moment will arrive, but your moment will arrive. And you want to be, excuse me, drop my pen. And you want to be prepared when that moment arrives, or at least try to be as prepared as possible. What sense is gaining the world and losing your soul? So we don't want to lose souls. We want to save souls and keep us in the right mind as we are building, growing, learning, and healing, investing in ourselves, and getting this thing off the ground. So with that being said, I'll be back to talk with you guys later, because we need to get started with this course series. And these course series is after the 6. So once you get to the 6 series, once you get to lesson 6, just know that you're getting closer to me. Okay. I want to say thank you for your time. I wish you an amazing, blessed weekend, and you have all that it takes. And becoming a better person is a big part of that is building your relationship with God, building your trust, building capable of doing it, having faith that you have the faith and ability to carry it out and the faith to see it through. So with that being said, we're like a little 10 minutes shy here, but I'm out of words. So as always, I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting Tammy's .shop, Tammy's Market previously, right? Tammy's .shop. It's been such an amazing journey with you all. You guys are wonderful. I've met so many great people along the way, and it's just amazing meeting like-minded people, going on their meeting one another on our journeys of building our paths, of making our lives better. And it's so interesting because we iron sharpens iron. We grow off of each other, whether we're part of the same group or not. We have the same common goal of just wanting to become better, and we kind of share, what we got out of what we learned from the different courses that we've taken so far. And the information here is wonderful. All instructors are amazing, but their amazement and their wonderful ability doesn't mean much if we don't apply it. We have to apply it to our lives, which takes into account of the 100% being responsible for our lives. We're all adults here, so no one's going to force you or tell you to do anything that you don't want to do. And it's your life. You're the driver of your boat. You're the captain of your boat, so you sail the sails the way that you like to move. So the only way to do it is to get to it. And before any traveling we take, there's always preparation. There's planning, preparation, and then the follow through of the enjoyment of the experience of what we work so hard for. So with that being said, again, this is TR from Tammy's Podcast. Wishing you a wonderful, blessed day. Stay positive, everyone. I know it might get difficult, but whenever there's a frown, just go and turn it upside down. It's going to make not only your heart feel good, it's going to make your whole day better. Take care, guys. Bye.